Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our next guest made a career leap from litigation attorney to energy healer, and it all started with her search for relief from chronic stress. Here with her story, we welcome back certified pranic healing instructor and practitioner, Liza Burney. Good to see you again, Liza.
Good morning, Helen.
So tell me about the idea of going from an attorney to practitioner of healing.
Yeah, it's a pretty big stretch.
Yeah.
But
I can guess the stress. I mean, I can only imagine the stress being an attorney.
Yeah. Well, when I was practicing law with the DA's office, I was a very left brain, linear, structure type of person, and I still am. And I definitely was not into anything airy-fairy.
Right.
Right? So as I was needing to see my
Which are pretty airy-fairy now, but okay, gotcha.
Well, as I was going to see my doctor, and he was pretty short on options, I was forced to explore some complementary alternative healing practices.
How was your stress manifesting itself?
It was a physical condition that was primarily a skin condition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so as I was exploring energy healing just sort of showed up for me as one of the options in the complementary practice. And I actually found an energy healing practice that was designed by an engineer, which was a very comfortable fit for my left brain, because the process of pranic healing, is structured in protocols.
Oh.
Okay. And so the application of it was very smooth and easy. The stretch for me was the intellectual leap because it was a no-touch practice.
Right.
And so as I went to see the practitioner for my own healing, he basically opens up the book to the protocol that we're working on and starts waving his hand in the air. And that for me was outside the box. I didn't have a framework to fit that type of process into, and so that presented a big intellectual challenge for me.
How can you explain it to viewers that maybe don't understand how it all works?
Sure. Well, we work with invisible energy all the time. I mean, just think about when you turn on the radio, it's radio waves, right? When you work with your cell phone or download something on Wi-Fi, you're using invisible energy to do that. What I found was that the process of energy healing is about as supernatural and mysterious as using your microwave oven, right? You're using invisible energy, the process of applying it for a shift in the physical state. And so that's basically what I came to understand, is that we have a physical body and we have an energy body.
Sure.
And as we're doing this technique with the hand, we're shifting and causing a change in state in the energy body that has an influence on the condition of the physical body.
And what did you learn exactly as you learned? Because it's subtle, but it's real.
It's very subtle. My big aha moment was during one workshop that I took where I actually was able to feel the energy. Because at that point it had just been like reading about it, listening to people talk about it, but when I actually got to feel it for the first time, you know, like put my hand out and feel somebody's energy field and then have other people also experience it and validate what I was finding, that was a big shift for me because I couldn't deny anymore the possibility that maybe I was imagining it, or you know how we like to rationalize things away. All
right, so when we understand how this energy works, you can do amazing things with it, right?
Well, I've seen amazing things happen using pranic healing.
Give me an example.
I've worked with somebody who was quitting smoking, and we did the addiction protocol from pranic healing, and she was able to quit smoking in one session.
Wow.
I engaged with somebody who was in the middle.
That's incredible.
I engaged with somebody who was in the middle of a panic attack, and I did the pranic healing protocol, and about halfway through the session, he said it was like somebody just took a switch and flipped it off, and the anxiety was gone, and it was just like the two of us talking here.
Wow. You tell, too, a story of a kid hurting himself and was about to lose his teeth or something like that, right?
So in part of the training I do, other people learn how to do this.
Okay.
And so one of my students, who was a parent, her son fell and landed on his face and smashed his mouth, and all of the teeth in the front were really loose. So she took him into the doctor, and the evaluation at that point was that the teeth were so loose that they were probably all going to need to be extracted. So she started doing the pranic healing on the teeth right away, made the appointment with the dentist, and got in as soon as they could, which was within a day or two. And when the dentist looked at the teeth, he said that they were all firm and not loose at all, and none of them needed to be extracted. So she was able to do that just with simple training, and saved all her son's teeth.
Let's show an example of something like that. Let's say someone has tennis elbow. What would you suggest they do? You know, where they have an achy elbow.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to come up with something random.
Sure. So what I would do is explain to them is that there's certain energy anatomy around their elbow, okay, that is out of balance or somehow congested or stuck energy. And the process for clearing that energy is to take the energy hand and just do some simple movements around the elbow on one side and then the other. What we use is a disposal container, a salt bucket, right? A bucket of salt water. And if we just continue doing this process, we're recalibrating, we're clearing the issue that's causing that energy anatomy to be out of balance.
And will they feel the field when they're doing that?
It depends on their sensitivity.
Okay.
Some people do. Some people are very sensitive to energy. Other people, like when I started, didn't feel a thing.
Wow. Until after a while you did.
And then you see the physical results.
That's amazing. Liza, thank you very much.
You're
We'll
very
put the
welcome.
information on our website at KATU.com.